Hi all, welcome to my later than planned Community TOTS prediction video. Obviously I kind of tweeted this, but been kind of bogged down with everything and trying to get through all the TOTS predictions at the same time. So try to do them in one block and then get them up, but obviously try to keep up in line with everything going on and try and beat leakers and all this kind of stuff. It's a challenge in itself, but we get there in the end. So especially it's always much appreciated. Sub the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G's Legend. All links are down below for both the channel and social media links. As always, the team's probably out there, everyone probably knows what it is, but I thought I might as well still at least show my predictions if you've not seen them on Twitter. My main team that the main 11 I thought would be of Lloris, Bremer, Senesi, Laporte, Baraghi, Parejo, Raspadori, Vieira, Zaha, Gerard Moreno and Zaccagni. When I broke it all down, I thought Lloris, before the captain's card, I thought would probably be up there for goalies. Even before the vote kind of came in, I was like, because you always think community goalies who kind of gets the nod, and high rated wise I thought Lloris maybe has a shout. Bremer seemed a lock regardless, because how he's not had more informed than he has is baffling. Same for Senesi, he's had a couple of chances for an inform. Laporte, despite his showdown card, I thought should still get a nod. Baraghi, been very impressive at times this season. Raspadori, very consistent in midfield, attacking role. Like, the thing is, he's not a mid, he's like he's like a centre forward at times, but he's like a cam centre forward, and like, or even striker, even tell I like his stats are so like positionally wise, it's funny to see. So it's like when you see it say mid, I'm like, yeah, it's like a centre forward. He is an attacker, but yeah, it's one of those things. Jonathan Vieira, some people be like, really? Las Palmas, he's kind of been the reason, he's kind of been the crux of like Las Palmas' season. It's like, at times I always do wonder like what his career could have been at times, because he's still a half decent player, and even though it's the second tier in Spain, he is delivering regardless. Danny Parejo, as far as I believe, is a content player regardless, whether it be objective, SBC. I'm sure it was objective I've seen. He should have gotten anyways. He's just always consistent, and well, yes, this season maybe not been up there as his best, it's still deserves a shout nonetheless. Zaccagni, big part of Lazio's season, could have been better for Lazio when you break it down if they were more consistent, but Zaccagni a big part of that. Gerard Moreno just seems to be doing the business these days regardless in Spain for Villarreal, and if he just stays there, then fair play to him, he delivers the goods, and surprised he's not had more informs, if I'm honest. But obviously I suppose rating plays a part in that. And Zaha, big transfer, does look inbound. It's just a case of where he goes, but definitely an impressive season for him under Vieira. And from there, obviously, we have more than one team, obviously, because that's kind of where you've got to go about it. And now, a lot of these players in the second squad, if I'm honest, should feature. These players, the reason this squad, I thought it shows this squad, is if a lot of these players were gold, like Yaman, Mauro Jr., Pep Bell, Honorat, Ogebic, Laba, Damiao, if any of these were golds, they would have had an inform or two by now. Like Honorat, a couple of times at least two or three pretty obvious occasions I felt this year he would have had an inform. Yaman, obviously, before Frontal season ended at the end of the year, he was pretty much one of like form players at the back in Japan, and like the assists he was doing, he was on consistent point, and you would say to yourself, really, how's this guy not backed in form yet? But it's also because defenders, and usually when you're silver it's a little bit trickier. Botman, Lille, he's definitely going to go away, I think, from Lille this season, and how he's only had one inform. Yes, his future stars is pretty low rated and kind of an embarrassment really, but he still definitely deserves a good boost on that. Dawson been very consistent for West Ham throughout the season domestically and in Europe, so fair play to him and definitely deserves that. Mozo and Cotta in the Mexican League, both I would say if they do like a LATAM, then both will feature, but Cotta, in my opinion, some of the things he's done this season has been consistent. Same for Mozo. Mauro Jr., he's been playing right back, like that's why he's got a defender card. Honestly, this card could be actually very, very broken if boosted right. Like, he should happen, like, regardless. Eredivisie, he is one player that I have got in my Eredivisie predictions anyways, but I was concerned because he was in this vote, would he get in the Eredivisie? So, see what happens. Pep Biel, he's kind of been, like, I don't see him being at Copenhagen next season. He's been a very classy player, but saying that, there's quite, when you think of him and Evander, these are the players that they deliver in Denmark, but I'm surprised they don't go to like a bigger team, whether it be a mid-table team in Spain or somewhere else, but they deliver the goods. Oggy Beach, scoring goals for fun. How he'd never got an inform at the end of the Indian season was baffling. There was one game I think he had a hat-trick and he still didn't get an inform. I was like, seriously? But Oggy Beach should get in. Laba, there's been a few occasions where he's had 2 goals and then the third goal is always chalked off for VAR. It's brilliant. It's like an offside or a handball or something else or a foul. It's always funny for Laba. Damiao, another one's been scoring goals for fun in Japan. He was the Golden Boot winner and I expect him in regardless. Like just maybe like an 87 rated card or something as a striker. Like he should get in nonetheless. Then kind of like the final batch of players, if they were like silver golds instead of bronzes or silvers that would get specials, one should get in anyway. He's been him and Savigny are kind of like 2 main keys in Montpellier's season. If the team was more consistent, they would be challenging for Europe, but hey ho. Livramento, bad injury there at the weekend. They're going to miss the whole of 2022 by the looks of it, and very classy defender for Southampton. Should get in and could be a very nice boost actually. I get the feeling he could suddenly go from, he's like 61 rated I believe. Wouldn't surprise me if they were to say, oh let's put him 91 rated, just let's make him usable. It wouldn't surprise me. But Zaccagni, very consistent for PSV at the back. I think he's another one that's in the injury club, which could be wrong, but see what comes of that. Guerrero, big part of Zurich season, who've blown away the league this season. Fair play to them, like young boys in Basel. No answer to it. Mitchell of Crystal Palace, obviously looks like should be pretty much a lock. These are the like Mitchell and Livramento, if they wouldn't get in the normal Premier League TOTS, but this is the type of TOTS that they would feature. Eriksson was like player of the year in the Swedish league, and that's kind of why he's featured. That is pretty much why. So that's why I think he will get a TOTS. Gortler, I've had him in I think like 4 times in my predictions for Team of the Week, and he never gets in. He had one. I think he had one game. He had a hat trick of goals, didn't get in. He had a hat trick, I think, of assists the next week, didn't get in. And I think he had like 2 goals and 1 assist and didn't get in. I think it was like in a month. I think it was like a month to 6 weeks or something. He was just a man in form and he never got in. Tankovic, big part in his team season, so fair play to him. Brereton Diaz should get an EFL Championship team season. So I was quite surprised to see him here, but maybe he's going to feature in this over the EFL TOTS, just because obviously it's to give EFL some more TOTS to look forward to. Adeyemi should probably be academic. Like Salzburg, all their different forwards have been scoring goals for fun. Carlson, obviously if he's in Community, it would make me suspect that he's not going to feature in the Eredivisie TOTS. His spot's going to be taken by someone else. That's kind of why I feel quite a few of these players are in this over like what will most likely be their main league TOTS. Like as I said, Zaccagni, Carlson, And then when you think of like the rest of the world, so like Gertler, Eriksson, Tankulic, that's kind of, and Adeyemi, that's kind of where your logic kind of goes. So they're trying to get them in early so that other spots get taken up by other players. But we'll see how it goes out. As I said, I was hoping I've had this up like last week or whatever, but try to get through them as quick as I can, folks, so it gives you folks an idea and we take it from there. So smash like always, folks. Sub to the channel for now. Comment down below who you think will make the TOTS. Obviously, if it's live by time this goes live, who knows, but we'll catch you all later, folks.